Hello, Halloween Horror Nights fans and Universal Studios fans alike. My name is David from Crazy Englishman, and today we're going to be talking about Halloween Horror Nights 2013. Now, this is going to be the first of many videos based on Halloween Horror Nights in general, but the first few will be completely on 2013's event. This is going to be Hollywood. Unfortunately, I cannot make it out to Orlando, which is a shame because they've got Resident Evil and American Werewolf in London. However, here in Hollywood, we also have some really good mazes. For example, Insidious. We have Evil Dead, which we're sharing as well, but we have Black Sabbath as well as El Cocoy. But this video today is going to involve two of the mazes that I'm personally most excited for. First being Insidious Into the Further and Evil Dead Book of the Dead. Start with Insidious. Now, this is great. I'm really excited for Insidious for multiple reasons. The main reason being is Hollywood's never really had a full-fledged ghost maze before. I mean, Orlando has with the Legendary Truth mazes, but Hollywood's never really had one. And I guess La Llorona kind of counts, thinking about it, but we've never had traditional ghosts. Let's put it that way. We've never had American kind of virgin ghosts. So we have Insidious, which is a great IP to start with because it's well known. It did really well in the box office, and we have Chapter 2 coming out this Friday. I may post a review on some of my thoughts and what I want to see from Chapter 2 in the maze, but for the time being, let's talk about the maze in general. It's looking to be really good. One of the things I'm most excited about is John Murdy said the maze will have a lot of practical effects. This means, for example, in the seance scene, there will be stuff moving, the table was shaking and stuff like that, but they'll also have if you've seen the movie, the camera flashes when paranormal activity happens. So I'm really excited to see that implemented into a maze that will accompany the scare actors in their jobs. I think that will make it for a great environmental scare. We also have scare actors this year as insidious entities, and the entities this year are just fantastic. They're putting in the red-faced demon, the old lady, and the long-haired fiend from the first film. I'm sure they're going to put that lady in from Insidious Chapter 2. I feel she's going to be a big part of it, so I'm going to go off the assumption that she's going to be in the maze. But the one thing I'm most interested to see in the maze is how they do the Further. And for those who don't know, the Further is a spiritual realm filled with the tortured souls of the dead that are out to get you, essentially. And it's just pitch black. It's an abyss. It's a black hole. And it's the only light is from the protagonist's lamp in the movie. So I'm interested to see if they implement that and just how that transitions, because they have the red door that goes to the demon's lair in the first film, and I believe it's coming back in Chapter 2. So I'm interested to see how they explain that. But the maze in general, the construction looks great. The facade for the maze looks great. The concept art looks fantastic. I mean, if you've ever been on the Facebook page, the official Facebook page for Halloween Horror Nights, then you can check the photos of all the concept for the scare actors, and they look great. So Insidious is looking to be a great maze this year. It may even be a standout one, just because of it's so different, but yet it works so well for Halloween Horror Nights. And then we've got Evil Dead Book of the Dead, another one that uses practical effects. If you've seen the promo pics that they've been putting out for the concept art, you know that there'll be a lot of water effects in this one. We really haven't had a big water effects maze. For those who don't know, who have never been to Halloween Horror Nights, it's basically simulated blood spatter. but it's just water being sprayed at you. But the last time we really had a major one that kept spitting at you, I believe, was Saw a few years ago, and that one used a lot of water effects. But with this movie, if you haven't, it's based on Evil Dead. Now, this is an IP that has been requested probably since 2007, when they started listening to fan input on the event itself. So it's going to be it's based on the new Evil Dead, and if you haven't seen the new Evil Dead, it's fantastic. It holds the spirit of the originals with Bruce Campbell very well. It's got a bit of silliness, but it's mainly serious. But it's got over-the-top gore. It's great, and it works well for Halloween Horror Nights because it uses a lot of practical. It can be done with scare actors. The environments work. I mean, this cabin in the woods. Yes, Orlando, I know you're using cabin in the woods. But we have Evil Dead as well, which is fantastic. Having seen some of the videos of walking through some of the press events and the press walking through the maze, it just looks great. If you've seen the film, expect to see everything you want to see from the film in there. You've got the kitchen with the turkey cutter. You've got the basement with the the double barrel shotgun with the Book of the Dead. And fun thing John said about the Book of the Dead is that the Necronomicon is that it actually has every page from the movie. They talked with the the art department, and they sent scans of all the art pages, all the pages from the Book of the Dead, which will be implemented in the physical version in the maze. So I'm really excited to see all that detail. They've got some really interesting illusions. They've got Mia floating across the water towards guests. It's just going to be a really cool maze. So, in general, I think these two, both Insidious and Evil Dead, I think are going to stand out for this year. And I think, I'm not sure if Insidious would come back, but I think it'll make a lasting impression. Evil Dead, they may choose to go back to the originals with Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2, and I don't know if they do it, but Army of Darkness. But I'm pretty sure Insidious will be a good maze that people will remember, and so, same within Evil Dead. So yeah, in conclusion, I'm looking forward to these mazes. Looking forward to seeing the practical stuff, because that's what really gets me, is practical effects in mazes, because it makes it a little more visceral than just simply sets with scare actors, and there's a bit more to it, which in this case works really well for these two IPs. I'm curious to see what you guys think of these two mazes, both Insidious and Evil Dead. If you want to comment below, I'd love to hear what you guys think of this event.